Hey besties, what is up? It's me, Looks by Lottie, and welcome back to my channel. So, I have a date tonight, and it's not a joke this time. Wow! We're really moving up in the world, aren't we? I kind of want to like impress this guy. You know, I did my skincare. I shaved my legs after not shaving them for like 2 weeks. And so obviously I have to do my makeup. We're just gonna be going out for some drinks. I do have to travel to get there. Sorry, Samantha, if you're watching, but I'm gonna take the time, look cute, and talk about what I'm using and maybe talk about other things. Oh, we have a cat here. Tilly was staying at Uncle Jacob's for a while, so she is very happy that Mama is back, right? She doesn't seem like it, but she was snuggling all up on me last night and this morning at 5 a.m. Without further ado, let's dive in. So because I did my whole skincare routine, I'm not going to go in with any primer because I think this will be enough. I think I'm supposed to get a primer and the new BoxyCharm though. Oh, by the way, big news, I'm on their PR list now. Don't know how that happened. I literally got an email from them. They're like, oh, we want you to like get this secret box and da 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 da. I have a private story on my Instagram, and I asked my private story, I was like, did anybody else get this? Is this a scam? And one of my friends is already on it. She also has a YouTube channel. I will link her down below. Actually, both of my friends who talk to me have YouTube channels. Go follow Kate down below. And then my friend Gabby also got the same email I did. And she also has a YouTube channel. So go subscribe to both of them, please. Yeah, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna be getting my first box, but I am super excited for that. I think I want to share it to YouTube, even though I don't have a lot of subscribers. I just think that will be fun. So if you would like that, just let me know. What else can I talk about? My life is pretty boring. I did hang out with my granny the other day. I went and traveled to Ohio. She lives just across the border in Kentucky. So I traveled down there and I spent the day with her. We did a little bit of shopping. She knows that I have like a Starbucks addiction. And so she gave me a gift card for Easter, but then we also went on our shopping trip together. So that was really fun. She really likes the hot apple cider that they have during the winter time, which I also do love. But I didn't even know it was a thing until she told me. I was like, Granny, you changed my life. Yeah, while I was home, I also got to visit my grandpa. We celebrated his 88th birthday, and he told me that it's really hard to be this old. So I'll take his word for it. But he's been through a lot of stuff over the past few years. My whole family's kind of been through a lot of stuff the past few years. A lot of it has impacted him directly. I mean, it's impacted us all. It's hard to explain. I don't want to explain it on a YouTube video to strangers. It's just really cool to see him be so strong, you know. It's kind of inspirational to me when I go through hard times. I'm like, what would, you know, Grandpa Jim do? But it was nice to see him. He had a procedure done early last week, so I went to his home. He lives in a living facility. I bought him some stuffed mushrooms, which are his favorite. And then he came over to my parents' house for his actual birthday celebration, which my mom made spaghetti and pie. It was kind of funny because my mom is like kind of a health nut, and she likes to give like imitation meat because she like argues like, oh, it tastes just as good, which I mean, I can't tell the difference, so I'm okay with it. But it's not okay with my grandpa. And like halfway through the meal, one of my brothers is like, is this not real? My dad was like, yeah, it's not. And we weren't supposed to tell my grandpa. And so that was kind of funny. Oh, you know what I wanted to do? I saw Bailey Sarian like set her eyes with setting powder in a really specific way, and I wanted to do that. She used like this kind of brush, which I've used for highlighting before, and then translucent setting powder. And this way, if there's any fallout, she can just kind of like brush it away. I think this is also just like normal baking, but I wanted to try it out today. It's so hard having a nose piercing and keeping like that area like good because the foundation just rubbed off. I guess that's like my one gripe with the skin tint. For me, it moves around a lot, and maybe it won't move around as much if like I did things differently, but that's why I take all my photos from this side, because this is a hot mess. It's a hot mess. So something that is like kind of weird about me, I guess, and this has been more of a recent thing, I don't really like to tell dudes that like I am like a makeup artist. I mean, obviously I'm not certified, but like, you know, I don't tell them that I like do it as a hobby because I feel like that just brings up like a bunch of questions or whatever, and I don't really feel like answering them. Like I say to some that I like have like a teeny tiny side hustle, but then that's like the extent of it. Because sometimes I make money. I don't make money on YouTube. I don't really know if I ever will, but that would be really cool. Although one of my videos already got copyright claimed. It didn't give me a strike, but I was like, oh yeah, I should be careful. Like, I understand why they did it because of things, but you know, if I'm not making money, then like, it's really gonna hurt them. I don't know. There's a lot of things I don't understand. I don't understand taxes and why we can't just have it taken out already. We just have to pay them later. Apparently in other countries, they just do it automatically. We don't have to pay it on our own, but you know, capitalism and the American government just wants to make money off of everything. This is becoming a little bit more than I originally expected. Okay, this isn't that bad. You wouldn't look at me like walking up to you and be like, hi, and wouldn't think I'm a psychopath, right? Right? I really love how talkative I am right now. Usually when I do makeup, I like have like a YouTube video playing in the background or something. I think like once or twice, like I've had friends like FaceTime me while I'm doing my makeup, and I'm just like, and sometimes they help me make decisions, and so then that's cool. That is way too long. I have to remember I'm going on a date with a normal civilian and not like a freak. I don't know. It's not girls' night. Kind of nervous about going on this date. I've been to this city before to go on dates, and like the dude, it was like one dude. Well, it was more than one, but one of them was the most significant. But this dude was like, he seemed very nice, and then there's like a few things about him, and I was like, ooh. And so I'm hoping that like this guy isn't like friends with him. It's a big city, like with probably 1 million people. They're probably not going to know each other. But what if they do? I'm just saying it's a possibility. And then what? Because this dude was kind of weird. Like he was like trying to get me to hang out with him again like months after. And I really wasn't having it. This is gonna be as good as it gets, honestly. Oh, you know what? I just realized I've been using 2 different browns this entire time. Let's try and go over it with one. I guess that's gonna be it for the eyes. Shadow. I really don't think it can get much better, but it can right now. My theory is, if it's kind of sloppy, then he's not gonna think I'm like some person that is super obsessed with makeup, but just see me as a person who made an attempt, and we'll move on. I got these from Kroger today, and I'm gonna turn them into half lashes. I'm gonna turn them into 2 sets. So I'm gonna cut them in half here and in half here. And we'll see how it goes. One moment, please.
Later.
All right, now I got 2 sets of half lashes. So let's figure out which ones are gonna go with this eye look. Ideally, I would like to go with the smaller ones, so they're just less dramatic. And I kind of want to keep a low profile, you know? These are hard to set on my eyeball. I don't know if those will work too well. Let's see how about the bigger side? No. Okay, I'm gonna put my lashes on. Just give me 1 second, please. All right, so those Ardell wispy lashes or whatever, I couldn't get them to work. So I have the Colourpop lashes that you guys all know and love. Does my eyeshadow even look good? I can't really tell. I'm kind of getting a little concerned. I kind of want to just start over, but I'm already this far, you know? And it's like fine. It's not up to my usual standard, I guess. My foundation doesn't match my neck. My foundation doesn't match my neck. Give that song to James Charles. Or no, he's singing another song right now. I deserve to go to jail. I deserve to go to jail. Woo! I used the Fenty in shade 2, but it's like whatever, I guess. I'm using my bronzer blush I'm using my bronzer brush as blush because I can't find my blush brush. I think like the thing I'm most worried about is that he is going to be short, which sounds very stupid, but like hear me out here. I am a taller lady. I am like 5'9", which doesn't seem tall for a girl until you see me standing by like a bunch of other girls, and I'm the tallest chick in the room. And I had gone on dates before with men that were shorter than me, and it just genuinely makes me uncomfortable, like to be around like a short guy and like be romantic with them, you know what I mean? So like my hope is that he's at least like 5'9" or taller. I can handle being my height, but honestly if he's shorter there might not be a second date, which makes me sound kind of mean, but like kind of like what I like. I feel pretty regardless, so let's tame this hair and get something cute on, and I'll be right back. Alright everybody, here we are. I decided not to curl my hair. I was thinking about it, but then I couldn't find my iron. I went with this dress. If you follow me on IG, shameless plug, but I had two dresses. Well, I actually had a dress and a shirt that I bought from Kohl's. They were from a Lauren Conrad line, and I like kind of hung them up and I asked you guys like to vote, and you guys really like that dress, but I'm like, oh, I haven't worn this dress in a while, or like ever. Thanks for voting. I feel cute. I can officially title this Get Ready With Me for Date Night. I also did ask him his height, and his height is, drumroll please, so we're fine. If you want to know all the products that I use for today's video, I'm going to leave them down below. Also down below is going to be all my socials. You want to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, that's it. Don't add me on Facebook unless I know you like super well, because that's a little creepy. I know this is kind of a different style of video. It wasn't like necessarily a tutorial, but let me know what you want to see down below. I want to make videos that I like, obviously, but I want to make videos that my viewers like as well. So if you weren't a big fan of it, or you think that I should do it a little differently, just tell me. I promise my feelings won't get hurt as long as you don't just straight up bully me. Then I might have to, you know, or that's why my last name is Hands, because you're about to catch them. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.